Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're a brand new subscriber or a brand new viewer. My name is Kyle and today I'm going to be talking about Glass Onion. This is a spiritual sequel to the 2019 film and once again stars Daniel Craig as Detective Benoit Blanc. The movie co-stars a large ensemble cast including Kate Hudson, Edward Norton, Dave Bautista, and Janelle Monae. The movie's about to come out on Netflix, but it was released 1 week in theaters during Thanksgiving week, and I actually got to see it in the theater. I just didn't have enough time to review it, but I definitely want to talk about it now because it's about to hit Netflix. I didn't review the original film, which came out in 2019. I was taking a break from YouTube at the time, and I just didn't want to talk about any films. In case you're wondering, I did really like the first film. I thought it was written and directed very well by Rian Johnson. I was a bit disappointed by the ending simply because I was able to predict it very early on. So when the sort of shock was supposed to happen, I was like, well, duh, it's of course this character. But apart from that, I thought it was really great, and definitely the character that stood out the most was Daniel Craig, giving an extremely southern, just Kentucky Fried accent as Benoit Blanc. So I was very excited to see Daniel Craig again. And what I like is, outside of the character of Bond, he's able to have a lot of fun with this character. You really feel like he's enjoying this accent a lot, and you can tell that he's probably smiling in his head as he's delivering these lines. And the even more fortunate thing about Glass Onion is I thought it was even better than the original. I loved this movie. And my biggest takeaway from seeing it in the theater was, why is this movie only in theaters for 1 week? I honestly feel like this movie is too good to simply have a 1 week theatrical window before it becomes a Netflix film. I fear the movie being clumped in as a Netflix film might do it a disservice, but I'm telling you guys, this movie was great. I thought it was incredibly well acted by everybody involved. The characters were very rich and compelling, and while they had a similar sort of core value, that didn't diminish the quality of the characters. It in fact made them even stronger, and definitely feels like something that is very modern, especially with the way Hollywood treats people. I always like seeing Dave Bautista in a movie. He's always a lot of fun, and I just thought it was hilarious that he and Daniel Craig are in a movie together. And there's one particular scene where Daniel Craig is pursuing Dave Bautista, and I'm just like, imagine if they just had a random fight. Each character has their own quirk, and they have a certain aspect/reason for why they got invited to this very mysterious location. And it's through terrific storytelling that these characters get defined rather early on, but there's even a grander description once they reach the location. Now, definitely the highlight character for me was Janelle Monae's character, although I don't want to give anything away because there is such a great mystery to this movie, and there is a terrific twist that I personally did not see coming. The filmmaking and the storytelling on display is simply fantastic, and I definitely think Rian Johnson listened to the critics of the first movie and just went, okay, the twist I'm going to come up with the next time is something you guys are not going to be thinking. Just like with the first movie, it's very funny, and the comedy, for the most part, really landed for me. I saw the movie with my family, and we were all just laughing, and we were all very engaged. This is a very intriguing movie because the mystery is very open-ended at the beginning, and there was one specific question I had when they got to the island and they were being introduced to Edward Norton and he was showing them everything that was in there. There was one major question I had that wasn't answered deliberately until the very end of the movie that I thought was terrific. I do have one issue with the movie, and unfortunately it's something where as I was watching the film, there's something that they did deliberately, and the downside to it is it'll make the movie feel dated. Definitely in the next few years, we'll look at it and we'll go, yeah, that's definitely a very 2021, 2022 thing. And more specifically, there's a game that Daniel Craig's character plays towards the beginning of the movie, and it definitely reminded me of how I felt watching Avengers Endgame when they had Fortnite, because even when that movie came out, that game was already old. Honestly, this is one of my favorite films of the year, and when it comes on Netflix, I will absolutely see it again. So I'm going to give Glass Onion an A. If you are somebody who saw it in the theater, please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I hope you guys do watch it when it comes on Netflix. I give it my highest recommendation. In the meantime, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. All the links to my social media pages can be found in the description box below, as well as my business website, kjgpictures.com. The link is also in the description box below. Look forward to a couple more reviews, and as always, stay tuned.